In the history of spaceflight, only 4 entities have launched a space capsule into orbit and successfully brought it back to the Earth: the United States, Russia, China, and Elon Musk.
Why take on such huge, very ambitious type projects?
So this kind of goes back to college, where I was trying to figure out what are the things that would most affect the future of humanity. The things that I thought would most affect the future would be the internet, sustainable energy, and then also space exploration, and specifically making life multiplanetary. I think we're at the dawn of a new era, and I think it's going to be very exciting. What we're hoping to do with SpaceX is to push the envelope and provide a reason for people to be excited and inspired to be human. I think it's important that humanity become a multi-planet species. I think most people would agree that a future where we're a spacefaring civilization is inspiring and exciting compared with one where we are forever confined to Earth until some eventual extinction event. You know, that's really why I started SpaceX.
Life's got to be about more than just solving problems. You want to get up in the morning and say, yes, I'm looking forward to that thing happening. History fundamentally bifurcates in one of two directions. Either we are a multi-planet species and out there exploring the stars, or we are a single-planet species waiting around for some eventual extinction event. You know, going and setting up a base on Mars would just be the greatest adventure ever.
How did you get the expertise to be the chief technology officer of a rocket ship company? You're self-taught?
Yeah. Well, self-taught, yes, meaning I don't have an aerospace degree.
So how did you go about acquiring the knowledge?
Well, like I said, I read a lot of books, talked to a lot of people, and have a great team. You kind of boil things down to the most fundamental truths and say, okay, what are we sure is true, or as sure as possible is true? Somebody could say that battery packs are really expensive and that's just the way they'll always be, because that's the way they've been in the past. You're like, well, no, that's pretty dumb. If you applied that reasoning to anything new, then you wouldn't be able to ever get to that new thing. When we started Tesla, I thought maybe our chance of success was 10%. I didn't think it would be easy. Like I said, I thought they would probably fail. But you know, like, creating a company is almost like having a child. So it's sort of like, how do you say your child should not have food? If that fourth launch hadn't worked, that would have been it. We would have not had the resources to mount a fifth.
You couldn't have gone on at that point.
Yes, death would have been, I think, inevitable, because we did not have the resources to mount a fifth launch.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week. There's a friend of mine who's got a good saying, which is that starting a company is like eating glass and staring into the abyss. Really liking what you do, whatever area that you get into, even if you're the best, there's always a chance of failure. So I think it's important that you really like whatever you're doing. If you don't like it, life is too short. I think certainly being focused on something that you're confident will have high value to someone else, and just being really rigorous in making that assessment, because a natural human tendency is wishful thinking. Mm-hmm. So a challenge for entrepreneurs is to say, well, what's the difference between really believing in your ideals and sticking to them versus
pursuing some unrealistic dream that doesn't actually have merit. And that is a really difficult thing to tell. Can you tell the difference between those two things?
Right.
You know? So you need to be sort of very rigorous in your self-analysis.